from the home of the A's since 1968. It's baseball at the Oakland Coliseum. Game 1 here in the month of August between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Oakland A's. Major League Baseball on the show is next. Trevor Cahill, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Well, this guy certainly could be one of those horses for courses kind of guy. Loves pitching at home. Take a look at those home road splits. They're pretty good. Without question, he's more comfortable pitching at home than he is on the road.
And Dan Dero, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, no excuses anymore. April, May go by. You kind of cut your teeth, try and find clubhouse chemistry, execute on the field. We're in June now. This is a good harbinger of what's to come, and this team's playing well. Expect them to be in the race for a while.
Great afternoon for baseball here. 71 degrees, the temperature at first pitch. Now a moment as we take a look at the Jays starting 9 for this one. Nero, what's the word on this club as they start the new month?
Yeah, Matty, what I want you to focus on is the fact that this team does not like to run. Very station to station. It's going to take a couple of hits to score runs with this offense. They swing the bats well, but they don't put any pressure on the defense as far as base running.
Stepping into the box, Devin Travis. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Takes this the other way to right, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Yeah, he's going to have to work that sinker down in the zone. That's his bread and butter pitch, and if he's going to leave that belt high, that's going to spell disaster.
Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. High in the air down the right field line. Piscotty is over, and he puts it away in foul ground for the 2nd out. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Rendell Grichuk. And you see what he's done in recent action. Obviously seeing the ball well right now. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday. So you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
Justin Smoke is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. And that one cut a little too much. A ball and a strike. Lifetime line against Trevor Cahill. He's totaled 4 hits in 17 at-bats. The 1-2. Locks him up for strike 3. Jays strike for a couple. Jay Happ gets the assignment for the rubber match in this series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
This guy's one of the most dominant pitchers in the game, and how dominant? Picked up a double-digit strike.
And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. And off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. It's a solo shot for Marcus Semien. 12 home runs for him now thus far. And the A's are on the board now. It's a 2-1 ball game.
Wow, he really hit that ball well. Put a great swing on it with great extension, and it sailed right out of here.
Digging in, Stephen Piscotty. And you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. Hard hit ball to second. Sliding stop by Travis. That's off to that one.
Wow, what a great show of range there. This ball looked like it might get through up the middle, but check out the sliding stop, and that's going to take him right into a good throwing position where he's able to get enough on the throw to get him out at first.
Standing in, Jed Lowry. And he's seen his numbers on the rise here over the last 5 games or so. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. And Dan Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon. They come in here hoping to make it 2 in a row as they broke a 3-game skid with a victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty, when you get off to a slow start, all you want to do is get back to that 500 number, and you don't care how you get there. Well, this team has done exactly that, and today starts the first day. Hopefully they find a way to get a win, 1 game over 500, and everybody is feeling good about the season.
Hit on the ground out to short. Up with it now is Tulowitzki. Throw just in time, and oh, that was awfully close. Time now for a glance at Bob Melvin's A's starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup in a daytime home contest.
Are we still a big believer in batting average, Matty? In today's game, I'm more interested in the OPS number. But that's not to take anything away from...
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. Digging in the switch hitter, Yonhervis Solarte. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. And that one misses upstairs, 2-0.
Yeah, he just isn't that sharp on the mound right now. Had a rough start in the first inning, and now he's falling behind out of the gate here in the second. Some adjustments need to be made, and fast.
Line toward right center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Well, you look at his numbers, and there's no doubt he's faring much better against lefties, hitting better than 400 against them this season. And when you see swings like this, you can see why.
Teoscar Hernandez is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Hey, 2 tough pitches right there, and expect more of the same. With that guy standing out on second base, you don't want any RBI scoring right here. With that base open at first, he's going to grind out and try and get this guy to swing at something outside his zone.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Teoscar Hernandez becomes the first out of the inning. Troy Tulowitzki is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. And this one misses to Tulowitzki. It's a ball and a strike. Solarte leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Now, after back-to-back strikeouts, he's got a real good chance of making that leadoff double pretty much meaningless. He's made some good pitches, and these hitters have really failed driving him in or at least getting him over.
Russell Martin now, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. A ball and a strike.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
To 2-2 now. And the cutter got him swinging. Strike 3, and the side is retired. At the plate, Nick Hundley. In past meetings with Jay Happ, he brings a more than respectable .357 batting average. Curveball taken outside to begin the at-bat. Ball 1. Hit on the ground to third. Donaldson's up with it, and the inning begins with a quick out number 1.
All right, guys, time for a look at how the Toronto Blue Jays set up on defense today. And let's focus our attention on outfielder Randall Grichuk. It's the ability to put it together every day on a consistent basis that's going to separate this guy from superstar to average big leaguer. Look for him to make an impact on one side of the ball today.
Here's a little chopper up the middle. On to first, and Happ's rolling now, 2 away. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And that one just missed outside. 2 out, nobody on. And it's 1-2.
If I'm the guy in the batter's box right here, I have to take a step out, adjust my batting gloves, take the pull side out of it, because that was 3 fastballs in a row.
Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Wow, I think he took it for granted there a bit. Probably thought he had it in the bag, and he just lost concentration for a minute. Now his pitcher has to pick him up with 2 outs.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line drive to center field. In there, a base hit.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out old ambush tactics. First pitch fastball, middle in, and he's able to drive that for a nice center.
And that'll bring in the speedy Keon Broxton. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. Now the 1-0 is a fastball that misses. Olsen at second. Hernandez on at first with 2 down. Popped him up. Smoke moving to his left. And that retires the side. Welcome back to Oakland as we're set for the start of the 3rd from the Coliseum here on the show.
Leading off for the Blue Jays, center fielder, Kevin.
Fastball in there for a called strike. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd.
Number 2.
Ready now, Devin Travis. He reached on a single in his first try. Sinkers in there, no balls and a strike. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. Changeup in for a strike.
Pretty lucky to get away with that one. There's not a situation ever where you want to throw a high changeup, so I think he'll try to make an adjustment with the next one he throws.
Fouled off. The 1-2. And a hard sinker there. Chopped foul at home plate. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And that's going to be high 2-2 now. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher. But you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the 2nd out. Riding in, Josh Donaldson. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. And it's fouled away. Donaldson, commonly known as the bringer of rain around the game. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your first-rounder. And they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
And he will pull into second with a 2-out double. Digging in now, Rendell Grichuk. He hit a 2-run jack in his first at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. Now a swing and a fly ball.
So this one lands in the bullpen area, a foul ball.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Danger averted. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the Cal Berkeley product Marcus Semien is the first to bat in the inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Villar's there, and that's the first out of the inning. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Curveball that time, not even close.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Missed with a slider. One out, nobody on. Popped him up. Smoke is over now, and he's got it for route number 2. Next will be the designated hitter, Jed Lowry, 0 for 1 here in the early going. First offering on its way. And a fastball just a bit high. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
Curveball swung out and missed. 2-1 now.
That's evidence of a pitcher and catcher being totally in sync out there. That tells me they both know that's a good pitch for him right now.
Ball even at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Is swung on and missed. Strike 3. A's are gone in order. Here's Justin Smoke now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line.
And he gets there to make the running catch in the visitors' bullpen.
Coming forward now, the Toronto designated hitter, Yangervis Solarte. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
0-1 the count.
A bouncer up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a one-out base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
And another foul ball. Ripped down the first base line. Well, this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Shot toward right center. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. The throw into second. And he is in there.
That's got to be frustrating for the pitcher right there. He's well aware of who's having great seasons and who's having the tough seasons at the plate for the opposition. This guy put him in the tough season bucket, and he just gave up a knock to him.
Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. A ball and a strike to count to 2 low now. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this is going to get foul. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Ready on 1-2. This is line to left. In there. Base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third. Long throw to third. And no chance there. He'll make it to third safely.
Hey, Dero, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing him softly, station to station with those knocks.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Hey, that's got to throw the batter's game plan off a little bit. He thinks sinker's coming. Double play situation. He gets the ordinary fastball. He's got to be thinking what's coming next.
Hit to first. Fielded cleanly. He'll go to the bag for one, but they'll only get one as he's in there at second.
How about it?
Digging in once again, Kevin Pillar. Runner in scoring position with Sagan. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Here's Chris Davis now. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
Now the 1-1 pitch is looked at for ball number 2.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
Grichuk has a read on it. 1 down.
Now batting.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone, and that'll bring in the right-handed hitting catcher Nick Hundley. Here comes the first pitch, and a breaking ball stays outside. 4-1 our score as we play inning number 4. And he lays off the pitch up and in, ball 2. And this swing is wrapped out to Tulowitzki at short. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting.
Stepping in, Yunel Escobar. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First offering on its way. No balls and 1 strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A shortstop behind with a 1-2 count.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think he'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in, make him prove he can.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the. So striding forward now, Devin Travis. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And this is why he's struggling right here. He's not able to pound the strike zone early in the count. These guys are finding themselves in serious count leverage situations, and good hitters aren't going to miss.
And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Josh Donaldson. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Hit hard down the line, and that's through for a hit. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Just goes to show you, if you're going to throw that 2-seam fastball away, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over the heart of the plate and got whacked.
Line to the right side.
But no one can get to this one as it's down for a foul ball inside the visitors' bullpen.
Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ballgame. Here's Justin Smoke now. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Cut fastball inside, ball 1. A ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
Boy, I love the way he's competing out there on the mound right now. He's got a chance to rack back-to-back Ks with 2 runners in scoring position. He's not giving in at all.
The 1-2. Hard on the ground towards short. Taken in by Simeon. And the throw will be wide at first as it pulls him off the bag, and a run's going to score.
Well, if anybody was wondering why they're losing, there's the reason. When you're given a chance to make a big play, you've got to make it, or you're going to be on the wrong end of games more often than not.
Stepping in now, Yonhervis Solarte. 1 ball, no strikes the count. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
We're starting to see a lot more balls from him now, and that's a direct result of him getting hit around pretty good. He's trying to do something different, and it's resulting in him not tacking the strike zone anymore.
Hernandez in foul ground. The 2-2 one more time. Lifted down the line in left. Davis on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Now batting, left fielder.
Striding into the box, Teoscar Hernandez. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Donaldson over at second. Smoke at first. 2 out in the inning. Line to the right side. But this won't get over the second baseman's glove as he's got it to end the inning. Blue Jays 4. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5. Here's the first pitch to him. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
This guy's cruising along, pitching well as we enter the middle innings of this one. Less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes. If he could clean that up a little bit, he could really roll into the later innings in this one.
2-1 to the A's first baseman. Ground ball right side. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The batter, third baseman.
In now, Marco Hernandez. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Here's Donaldson down at third. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Up next for Oakland.
Digging in, Keon Broxton. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. This is in the air to center. Does he have another 1-2-3 for the Ledger? He most certainly does. 10. So coming to the plate, Troy Tulowitzki. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Odrisamer Desmanier come on now and make his 55th appearance of the year.
Number 44.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And Tulowitzki can't come up with that one as he falls behind. 0-2 now. The next 0-2 is looked at for ball 1.
That's a tough pitch to throw right there. That front door curveball just missed hitting that inside corner. That's a very difficult pitch. I'm not sure if he wanted to get that one down and away, and unfortunately that one stayed inside.
And he fouls this one off. And a breaking ball stays outside.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
Grounded up the first baseline. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th. Set and the pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. And a fastball just a bit high. Tulowitzki on at first, nobody out. A 1-2 count to the Blue Jays signal caller.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
Here now the 2-2 is blasted out to left center. This one's deep and not coming back. Gone! Into the box now, Kevin Pillar. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Chopped weakly to the left. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. So digging in now, Devin Travis. The lifetime history with the Adrisimar d'Espagne. He's 1 for 2. No balls and a strike to count. A good knee-high changeup taken for a strike. Here's another 0-2. Popped him up. Semien over to his right. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. 7 runs, 9 hits, 1 error thus far for Toronto. Line drive base hit. On to second goes Donaldson. And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
I think they're way past due changing their approach to this guy. Whatever they're doing strategy-wise, it's not working. That's his 3rd double of the game, so he's feeling pretty good at this one. He struggled quite a bit at the plate in this one, so until he shows he can put a good swing on the ball, I don't think they're going to give him any.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. So the Oakland lineup turns over, and to the plate, Marcus Semien. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
Now in the box, Stephen Piscotty, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. 50th pitch of the game on its way. Hit the other way out toward right field. Grichuk on the move. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. For the plate now is the designated hitter, Jed Lowry. No hits to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot of early contact, and they haven't done a whole lot with the balls they put in play against him.
And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. And a strike. Threw him a breaking ball that time. 2-2.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
Yeah, and he might strike out for a second time right here.
This is in the air to center. Does he have another 1-2-3 for the Ledger? He should. Into the box now, Justin Smoke. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Gone. to lead off the inning. Well, we've now seen 4 homers combined between these two clubs today. What are your thoughts, guys?
Matty V, this is just one of those days where the ball seems to be flying, D-Row. The hitters are on point. The pitchers aren't making very good pitches.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's all about executing pitches, and they're not doing it today. They're leaving a lot of balls over the heart of the plate, and this offense, both offenses are taking advantage.
Standing in now, Yonhervis Solarte. Popped him up. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. Into the corner and slicing foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fouled away. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. Back up the middle. Simeon's got it. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. He gets under it and makes the catch in the deep part of the field.
The batter, number 3.
Here's Troy Tulowitzki now. Lifetime history with the Adrisamar Despagne. He's gone 2 for 5. There's a strike. 8 runs, 11 hits, 1 error thus far for Toronto. Fouled off. And a sinker there, swung on and missed for out number 3.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Jays add 1 more on the solo home. Here's Chris Davis now. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
A 1-1. Just short, hit hard. Tulowitzki, the throw. He's out. And what a vital play there, preventing the leadoff man from getting aboard.
Nick Hundley.
At the plate, Nick Hundley. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
That was a non-competitive pitch right there, and he finds himself behind 2-0 in this situation. He's going to have to locate something down the zone, get himself back in this count.
Drives it out to deep right center field. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
When you're struggling as a team to put the ball in play, every base hit is welcome, but a double will really help wake everyone up. That's just their 3rd hit of the game, but it's a good one.
Into the box, Yunel Escobar. He'll roll over it and send it to shortstop. There to field it is Tulowitzki, and that's the 2nd out. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson.
Third baseman, Matt Olson.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Hundley at second with 2 down. Now the 0-2 pitch. Missed with a slider. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Oakland. Russell Martin now. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
The last at-bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Lou Trevino comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. On to the 8th now, as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. And the changeup is way low that time.
Well, that's another great hitting count here on 2-0. It's no wonder why they're up 7.
2 balls and a strike now. Set, and the 2-1 pitch is taken for strike 2. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches. Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
2-0 count, and the pitch. Outside, 3-0 now. 3-1. 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Blue Jays center fielder. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8. Ready for another chance? Devin Travis. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. In there for strike 1, 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 gets him looking up around the letters. Blue Jays go down. Marco Hernandez steps in. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
There to play it is Grichuk, and that's the first down. And that'll bring in the speedy Keon Broxton. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Line drive to center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guy swinging first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
Hit on the ground to third. There's one. On to first. It's a double play as they're. Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game. Santiago Casilla enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. A 1-1 count now to Donaldson.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th. Here's Randall Grichuk. Lifetime numbers against Casilla. He's 1 for 2. And that one right down Main Street. Casilla, a former San Francisco Giant, he was signed as a free agent in the middle of last season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a 1-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come off season.
He struck him out, the third time he's fanned in the game. Here's Justin Smoke now. Attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first two guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Popped him up. Casilla has room in foul territory. And no one will get this one. Comes set and the 0-1. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
Boy, he looks strong up there on the mound this inning. He's got a chance to punch out the side.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 3 up. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Line towards center field. Pilar is there, and he's got that all-important first out here to start the ninth.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Here's Jed Lowry now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Now the 1-1 pitch is in there for strike number 2. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, got him reaching. Martin gathers, and he makes the throw to first. Lowry is retired, 2 down now.
Now batting, left fielder.
Stepping into the box, Chris Davis. He was a ground out victim last time up. Ball 1. Two and 0 the count to the A's left fielder.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to hump up on a fastball and sailed on it.
And it's fouled away. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon. Last strike now for Oakland. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
And it's late to his afternoon of work, and the longer this at bat goes, the better chance of him making a mistake. But as a guy starts to tire, they're more likely to leave the ball up. But man, he's been good so far.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. 8-1 is the final score this afternoon. The Toronto Blue Jays jumped out to an early lead.